Yo, so Gail here at 8:08. I'm taking you out into my garden. We've just had a bit of a thunderstorm, some very large drops of rain, and look what started to open. And they're going to take you down to my greenhouse. And show you the flowers there, and then share a little bit of information about this new moon. Look, it's incredibly warm in there. And there's a little bumblebee doing its happy job. We might even have melons this year. And there's a few tomatoes that are not quite yet ripe. And here we are, the sunflowers. Oh, and a few more drops of rain, but that doesn't matter. We're going to sit outside anyway. Wow, it just smells so good. So there she is, the sun walling the sky. Where shall I place you? I guess over here. Like this. You might get a better view. So a new moon in Gemini. And it's sure, within 30 days from now, it's going to be a lot of big changes. And I start again with this information about a new moon in Gemini with Mercury in retrograde. Conjunct, so that means on top of, by its side. I think it's getting us to really look at following our intuition. And it's that part in the Course in Miracles that we haven't quite got to, that allows God to guide you every second. So to follow up on those hunches, however bizarre they might be, and for me, it's to get in contact with a few people that I haven't even met. And not being a musician myself, the old me would have found it quite, how do they say it in France? Gonflé, which means big-headed. But it isn't really, because we're all God's children. And God has a plan. Hey, hey, no cookie. It's so hot for you, but you need to... You need to let me cut this coat. But he really hates the scissors. And the shaver, well, you'd eat that, wouldn't you? No, don't you lick my nose. So, take a bit of time to sit and really go inwards and just chop away all the doubts. And remember that our salvation comes from us. We are the ones responsible, even though the strength, it comes from God. So give up the idea that you're not strong enough or don't know what you're doing, and just listen, because it will be enough. There's incredibly large hazelnuts in that tree this year. So just looking at the beauty of the things as they appear, and just having no doubt at all, because what you give, you're really giving to yourself. And as I said before, when we're healed, we're not healed alone. In that there is no doubt. It's just so hot. So I think it's hot everywhere at the moment. And the sun does tend to be drying out the earth. So water the things that are important and let the rest dry up and be recycled. Because it's quite funny here, there's a lot of alarms that everything's going to catch fire. But I can remember when I was young, when fields were surrounded by hedges, that was part of the yearly work, to set the fields on fire, and they'd burn them back so that it all decompose and all that rich nutrients can be used for other things. So just imagine if Mercury was just always go forward. We'd crash land eventually. So sift out for today and tomorrow what's important for you. We're making a new start, and just think, okay? And then we will review what changes, well, would have happened in the next 30 days. So even though the lunar cycle is 28, you have the beginning and the end, you hear I say? And isn't that a bit in the Bible about the 30 pieces? I'm sure it's all linked to the moon, and there are 13 constellations, and I guess 13 months and 13 hours too. But as I'm just recovering after 23 years of being a full-time mum, the objective I find of those around me to keep me on the go, on permanence, I now sit like my statue here. My grandfather made all these. I'm going to get the tablet and show you far more easily. Oh, that's a very big ant. Can you see that? But look at the beauty of that tree. I've no idea what it's called, but they look like birds of paradise. Squatting happily. So here she is, a statue that my grandfather sculpted. I think it's Portland stone, with instruments from my mother as a dentist, even when his hands were riddled with arthritis and closing up. They all seem to have a relevance to me. These three bears, like my three triplet sons. And yes, I have sat like that, but not in depression, a way of not wanting to live, more as a way of not understanding anyone. And then life took me to motherhood, which I embraced with all my passion. Okay, it might not have worked out to be really the family of love, but this is a different symbol I've yet to experience. I see it more as our inner sovereignty, the divine feminine and masculine, when entwined together, bring you into alignment so that you live unconditionally in God's plan. So there we go. I'm going to leave you with that reminder once again that the sun rules the sky. And our birthright is happiness. So I will come and bow to you in reverence and bliss and remind you all that you've got it. We're all in this together. And let's just enjoy the warmth and peace of this sunny weather. Ciao, ciao. Stay cool. Be the love. Use your intuition this month.